The sun rising over the city is a beautiful thing to behold, its light spreading across the sky and illuminating it. This is the hour when animal lovers often settle for a drive through the Nairobi National Park, enjoying the sight of animals who cross their path. And if they are lucky, they may just spot one of the park's 33 lions, each lion named to differentiate it from the rest. This group lucky to bump into Cheru, the king of the jungle, casting them an indifferent look, uninterested in the fascinated mortals. This the essence of the Nairobi National Park, the little wilderness right in the middle of the city. But lately, beneath the sounds of nature, other sounds have crept in, the mounds of dirt getting higher as the southern bypass nears completion. The ongoing construction works are a result of a deal that was struck allowing this road to pass through part of the Nairobi National Park. Now, it was a deal that was opposed by conservationists and one which they now fear may be taking its toll on the animals here in the place that the buffaloes and the lions call home. Conservationists' fear arise from the two construction projects currently running along the park, the Southern Bypass and the Standard Gauge Railway, workers at both sides making steady progress, the changes that have taken place on the ground clear from above, forming boundaries of sorts around the park.
Now, one of the development that is taking place around the park is the Southern Bypass, which is connecting from Mombasa Road all the way to Kikuyu. And then we have the Standard Gauge Railway that is all the way from Mombasa to Nairobi, which is also passing closer to Nairobi National Park, and it has affected a small portion of the park. The other development that has taken place is about the Ketraco. This is where we have pylons that carries electricity all the way from Mombasa. And it has passed through part of Nairobi National Park.
The park that was established in 1946 stands on just less than 29,000 acres and conservationists say it is shrinking. The Southern Bypass cuts through one end of the park, cutting off and isolating from the park a strip of land measuring 89 acres that borders South Sea Estate. The Kenya Wildlife Service maintains that this strip still belongs to the park.
After the bypass, we will be forced to fence off the remaining portion of the land, which is outside the bypass.
Conservationists now believe that the development projects have already begun to interfere with the animal's ecosystem, citing the recent sighting of lions outside the park and the killing of one, Mohawk, as evidence.
You'll find that along the bypass, there were some animals that used to dominate that particular area. But because of the regular activities, you find that these animals have moved inside the park because of the activities that are being undertaken there.
The problem, they say, is that the developments mean the animals have been hedged in, the dispersal areas and migration corridors blocked by human development.
Let's say you have water in a bottle and you fill it up, but then you start squeezing the bottle. What's going to happen? The water is going to spill out of the bottle, and that's exactly what's happening with the Nairobi National Park.
Wanyama wanakujanga lakini lazima wafuke kwa maji. Wafukie kwa maji, wakifukia kwa maji wanaingia wapi? Wanaingia kwa kambi.
With the deals signed and the work underway, the options are limited.
The first option is to fence off the area that is remaining, that has not been fenced. The second option that we have is that we can use what we call a forceful acquisition on the land that is available on the southern part of the park and add the space for Nairobi National Park.
The uncertainty about what the future holds now making moments in the park more precious. Wilkie Sanyabwa, Sunday Live.